All right. I don't normally go live twice in one day, but today is an exception because, yeah, I'm not going to be here for very long, but because something happened and it was this weird, like I have to ask my sister to like check the planets to see if there was an actual or something that happened. And she doesn't see one, but something, I feel like something happened. I don't know what. Actually, you know what? Let's do the dice. Oh, actually, before we fucking do anything, let's clear this bitch. All right. Okay. First of all, okay, that needs to be done. Okay, now the dice. The fucking moon. We were just talking about the moon. The moon went into Pisces. Okay, but we have the 7th house with Gemini. We haven't had the 7th house for like a decade with this. Oh my God, that's what I heard. Libra. Oh, wait. Why am I thinking it's double Libra? Oh, it's not. Hold on. Okay. Just back that up for 1 second. Back that up. The moon is not Libra. That's Pisces energy. And then Gemini. Partnerships. That's double partnerships. Because Gemini is also like the lovers, you know, the kind of 2 of Cups energy I almost get from that. Also, though, Gemini, oh God, Gemini. Geminis, what is their sign? All of a sudden I can't. Oh yeah, I just said it. The lovers. Okay. That's so ironic. Call that irony, because Geminis are so secretive, and it's just so ironic that they put that as Mercury energy, because that's like the opposite of what Geminis do. Geminis have such a hard time communicating. Okay. And obviously that can be lovers that are together that aren't supposed to be together, that can't communicate with one another. Okay. So with the moon, crone energy, it's almost as if maybe, I don't know, maybe you're seeking advice or getting advice from somebody about how to be in a relationship with somebody. Like, it doesn't, I mean, we have relationships so many different ways that it's not just platonic or compatibility. You know, it's more than that. It's relationships with people who are in relationships with people that we are close to, right? So with the moon, I'm like, damn. It's like a relationship is hiding. Like that it's hiding. I just don't know if it's hiding from you, which I don't even know how that would be possible. A relationship hiding from you. I don't know what that means. Contracts, Venus. I did see Venus before. Okay, let's see what comes out with this, because this is a little cryptic. Whoa. These are all in reverse. Okay, so there is movement here, but it's not, I'm not going to say it's quick. What is it, though? Okay, if it's not quick, what is it then? The Nine of Cups and Death. Oh my God. What does that mean? Okay, Nine of Cups, map change. Sudden change. Okay, so that would be... I almost feel like there's a holdup. It's like somebody doesn't know what they want. They have to... Maybe there's two crosses here in front of the cemetery, like in front. Are we in the cemetery or are we outside of this? Maybe we're inside the cemetery. Oh, okay. So you see how I only saw these two crosses here. There's this other figure kind of right here, but like maybe you are, like, again, now I'm looking at Gemini because Gemini's the two poles in between the big poles, right? So I don't know, maybe you are up against somebody else. And that's why it's not really a quick decision, because it's hard to, but I mean, they can't leave you in limbo forever. If this is a job or something, like, they're going to have to pick between you or the other person. Okay. Because there is, again, a relationship, but it doesn't. And then with Libra energy, again, I kept seeing Venus. That's a contract. Okay. So will this situation ever change? Hangman in reverse. Yes, it will. Okay. There's going to be something supernatural that happens. That's what I'm getting. And you can't rush this. It's going to happen when it happens. Okay? So you've got somebody, like, again, like you've got somebody checking you out. There's somebody, you know what I'm getting? You know, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, and they go back in time with that machine. What up, Jess? They go back in time with that machine, you know, and like go in that chick's house and shit. Like, it's so creepy and invasive, but they have to do it to solve the crime. Okay. And then to try to solve it before it happens. That's what they really try to do. Okay. So with pull the alarm here, we got pull the alarm, but in reverse. And it's the only card sitting under the moon. So I feel like somebody's going to make a move. Okay. But again, it's going to be electric when it happens, but it's not going to be like tomorrow. Okay, it's going to be more like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. We don't like to play the time game, okay? Because these are timeless, okay? Six of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah, see? This King of Wands is like watching this Six of Swords. Okay. So I'm guessing it's this King of Wands that wants to, you know, he's obviously doing his research. And he's not one to rush, although the King of Wands is a pretty fired up, like, you know, energy. Like when they want to go, they fucking go. Like you can't really stop them from going. That's the whole point. That's why they're a king. When they decide to do something, they do it. They don't decide to do it and then start kicking the bucket around and like go to the store and like fuck around. They'll pack their shit and go. Okay, that's the energy of the King of Wands. Four of Needles. Healing something. That's why they don't want to rush. Seven of Needles. Okay, so I don't know. They want to make sure that like maybe that they're not having an emotional reaction towards you, which is why they want to pick you. Like, you know, like, I don't know if you've ever been a boss and you've had to hire people, but sometimes when you interview people, they like break your heart and you can't hire them. And I'll always remember this one man. We went in as a group interview, and this man, he was so old, and like, I don't know, he really, I guess, needed a job, and he was like in a suit, and he had a briefcase, and like, oh my God, he broke my heart. And no, he did not get the job. Okay. So, I mean, I think that's why, I don't know, maybe you're going to get taken in for like 2 or 3 interviews. You're going to be like, what the fuck is this? Like, are you guys going to hire me or not? It's almost like somebody's been in healing or something. Okay. And maybe they think that you're going to split on them really quick. Okay. Something like that. As soon as they, I don't know, maybe get working with you, you're going to leave. I don't know, maybe this person has a hard time finding people to work with them or something. Because, like, I don't know if it's work or lovers, you know, I don't really know. Okay, 10 of Wands. 5 of Cups in reverse. The lovers. Well, I'll be damned. Say it and it shall appear. What up, 777? You've been here before. All right. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Cups. 9 of Swords. And the High Priestess in reverse. 10 of Cups in reverse. Maybe they're okay. Yeah, again, like because they're a knight or because they're a King of Wands, I feel like they in the past have moved really quick. Okay, and made really sudden decisions, and then they had to move on from them regrettably really quick. Okay, and I think that made them really upset because they misjudged a lot of people because of how fast they move. Like I don't know if somebody had to go on Ritalin or something like that, but I feel like somebody is like, oh my God, I feel like they're doing laps around my head right now. They got so much energy. And that's the same with my snake, man. My snake has so much energy. Like, she's out all the time. She always wants to come out. She always wants to just fucking, like what the fuck? Like, my other snake's just like, all day, just sleep all day. They don't want to move. And then her, like, fucking bitch is up again. I just had her out. She took the biggest shit, which I had to clean up forever. Oh my God, it's so disgusting. And then I still let her run around for like another fucking 45 minutes. And then I thought, okay, now she's going to go to bed. But she gets to eat tomorrow. So maybe that's why she's, oh my God. Like, she's still digging right now. She's still digging. Like, she has so much energy. And, like, God bless her. I love it. But, like, holy fuck. I don't think snakes are, like, as happy as she is. She must be really happy if she's just up all the time. Just always giving me the signal to come out and fucking climb all over my shit. Okay? So, I don't know. Honestly, kind of seems like somebody's got a lot of energy. And maybe death is here also because maybe there's things that they need to change. Okay. Especially, I don't know, I just heard energy drinks. I don't know if you guys drink energy drinks. I haven't drank an energy drink for years. I used to be hooked on phonics a long time ago. But I have, like, somehow developed a heart condition and I can't drink them now, or I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. So kind of fun fact for you, there's also a main ingredient in energy drinks that is made from poop. So you're drinking poop. Also remember that. Okay, if it's worth it to you, I mean, look it up. I'm not lying. I don't know what the ingredient is called, but, like, it's poop. It's like the foam from poop. And it's like, it's okay. And, like, not only, like, the caffeine, but, like, everything else is just some things that, like, we get hooked on, okay, are really bad for us. Okay. And especially if somebody has this much energy, like, you got to remember, if you're getting, as long as you're getting, like, 6-7 hours of sleep at night, okay, hopefully unbothered. If it's bothered, you're fucked. But, like, I mean, if you're sleeping at night, there is no real reason to caffeine yourself up that much. You know, like, I know we all love the caffeine, but there's definitely something here that, like, it's just like somebody is just, it's like just a fucking Energizer bunny. Okay. And maybe you're going to have the best boss ever that just runs around like a motherfucker. And you're like, oh my God, I've never seen a boss move so much in my life, because they have a lot of fucking energy. I don't know if this is just, like, normal. Maybe they, like, normally have a lot of energy and then they drink, like, 25 coffees a day. And it's like, oh my God. I don't know. It seems like they might have to change something, which I mean, that's kind of ironic. We love that word. That they are choosing to go a little bit slower in life, and they're actually taking that seriously with possibly cutting out caffeine that entices them to move faster, when really, I mean, they're obviously moving too fast. I mean, they're the king of wands. They're the fastest king out of all the kings. Okay, this person doesn't fuck around. But it's like, okay, so Spirit's like, we love the fact that you don't fuck around. We love all your energy. Now, tone it back. Tone it back. Okay, because I do feel like this person is a little bit like, you know, definitely a little bit of anxiety. Okay, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why they drink so much caffeine, drink so much in general. I don't know. I think somebody might have a drinking problem, or they did have a drinking problem. Okay, I just heard that, you know, can send you to an early grave quick. Okay, because I don't know, you might have liver disease in your family or something like that. Okay. I also kind of feel like as soon as this King of Wands makes a move, like this High Priestess, whoever this Queen, not Queen, God damn it, Whitney, 6 of Swords, spit it out. Stuttering Stanley over here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we got Sally here. Okay. She's our main character, Avi. Okay. So she's in the 6 of Swords because she's putting herself back together. You know, she likes to sew herself back together. Okay. But she's also like, I mean, Sally's very intuitive. Like, it's almost like she knows what's going to happen before it happens. Like the way she follows around Jack, like she's the ultimate creep stalker. Okay. Like she fucking knows what he's going to do before he even does it. And she backs up, you know, like, and he doesn't know anything that's going on. He's just wandering around in that bloody cemetery. He has no idea what's happening. And she's following around like a hawk. Okay. So, but the thing is with her in reverse, she's just concentrating on putting herself together at this point. She doesn't know what's going on with this King of Wands, which is, by the way, Jack, just with a pumpkin on his head. Okay? She has no idea what's going on with him. I just heard it might be the part of the movie where she hasn't even met him yet. What's weird is he sees her. So maybe, okay, so we're definitely not in the beginning. We're definitely at the part where he's already noticed her, but I don't really know how that works, but I'm getting the fact that he's noticed her, but now she is concentrating on something else. She's not paying attention to him now. But look at they do get together because they are the lovers, because it's all based off of them. Okay, you're the main character of your story. Okay, it's just I don't know if you're Jack or Sally. I don't know which one you are. But it kind of sort of seems like they're the ones that are taking the lead on this. And this has never happened with them before. I don't think I've ever actually read a reading where Jack and Sally get together. Okay. So like Knight of Pentacles in reverse, like something's going to move quick. I'm getting a saxophone playing in my head right now. Oh my God. What song is that? Is that Careless Whisper by George Michael? I wish that we could lose this crowd. Oh my God, I think it is. Oh my God. Yeah, it is. Okay, so what I'm getting now from this song is I don't know if you're going to meet up with this person. I just heard a confirmation, so that could very well be the case. I don't know if you're going to meet up with this person and they have like Careless Whisper playing in their ear. And they just like, they want to get you away from the crowd and they want to get you all alone. It's just, it sounds creepy, but it's not. I'm like, is this creepy? And I don't think it is. I think it's just trying to romanticize like possibly what's going on in somebody's head. Okay, because I don't know if you know how Jack feels about you. Because, you know, because Sally's the one who finds Jack. But then in this story in my head, and I don't know if this is, I don't remember exactly how The Nightmare Before Christmas goes, but I know that Sally's the one who finds Jack wandering around in the cemetery. Okay. But I kind of black out after that. I don't really remember in the movie what happens. But this isn't the movie, so it doesn't really matter. But it's kind of like she saw him first because she's looking at him. But he was all drunk and miserable in the cemetery. Okay. And fucked up on Christmas and fucked up on Halloween and fucked up on everything. Okay. So he wasn't paying attention to her. Now he's noticed her and now she's in healing. Now she's trying to put her shit back together. And I can still hear George Michael. So it seems very romantic. Like, I mean, I'm looking at them. Like, look at how, I mean, honestly, look at how handsome he looks, by the way. Okay, he just looks so handsome. And, you know, she's finally not looking like a rag doll. Okay, so she looks pretty good. He just looks so handsome. In my mind, he looks very handsome. Okay, so I don't know, maybe somebody's going to appear differently. Maybe they're gonna be clean. There's the queen. Oh, the queen finally showed up. I mean, I've been talking about her. Queen of Wands. Hey, there's the queen to the king. Okay, so I mean, maybe you don't know it yet. There's the Eight of Cups. This is what I mean. This person has to like get sober to figure out their feelings towards you. Because I feel like they're getting the mad feels for you and they don't know what to do about that because maybe they feel like, I just heard crisscross, I missed the bus. Oh my God. And it was something I would never ever do again. Okay, I miss the bus. He went running for that bus and he still missed it. Okay, I still remember that song like the back of my hand back in fucking 1991. Okay, so there's the Fool. See, on the bottom of the deck, but it was in reverse. Like somebody missed the bus. Okay, and like, I don't know what happened. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. Like the cup didn't. Like, they didn't take your cup. They didn't take your offer. Okay? And now they're like, well, did I fuck everything up? I don't know. Causing unconscious reactions. Like, that Jack is getting unconsciously, no. There's greed. Jesus. It's like Sally is causing unconscious reactions inside Jack. And she's not even near him, but she's affecting him. Okay, so there's greed. And I don't know, I feel like Jack is going to have to share Sally. Jack just can't have Sally all to himself. So maybe he has to figure out how he's going to be able to do this, share Sally. I don't know, maybe Sally has kids? Or a really like dedicated job or something, like, or maybe this is your spouse and like you have a chance to like fly the coop or go somewhere and like the lovers have to stick together, but the moon is separating you, for this new contract. Okay. I don't know, something like that. Third house communication, Gemini. So there's Gemini again with relationships. It could be it could be something along the lines of when you enter this relationship, whatever it is, it could be a very short term before you are promoted. And like given your own office and shit like that. I don't know. Something like that. Something might happen, like be like a quick upgrade or something. And it's like Sally has no idea what's about to happen. Absolutely no idea. Ooh. Heavy communication. I don't know if I mean, I might as well just repeat it because I repeat everything. But like when I do these cards, I make doubles sometimes. I don't really know that I make the double. I don't know how that happens. But we have 2 communication cards with heavy Gemini. Again, I don't know how I missed it, but some fucking reason I did, and I did it again. Okay. So, and I mean, this one card is so much prettier than this other card. Like, my handwriting is so much nicer in this card, but in this one, Mercury is there. I didn't put Mercury on this one. And Mercury just went into Pisces, and Pisces is here with the moon. So this is dead on timing right now. Wow. This is dead on timing. The Tower moment. This is something's happening right now. With this King of Wands. Gluttony in reverse. They're giving up something. Maybe giving up the other person. Maybe the person that you were kind of like up against or something. Maybe they kind of knew, like, okay, because you know some of those bosses that like they just hire people because I'm getting fifth house of pleasure. Thank you. Where did that go? Oh, I lost it. But they just hire people because they find them good looking, even though they might not find you attractive, but you're way more highly qualified than the other person, but the other person's hotter. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, people are so superficial and so shallow, right? When it comes to hiring people, look at causing unconscious reactions still on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, you're doing something to somebody, and maybe that's why they give you the job. I don't know, because maybe they're going to take a hard look at themselves and be like, okay, clearly if I go with the other person, it'll be fun for a while and we'll have our fun time, but they're not going to work. It's going to burn out. They're not going to last. Right. So they might as well bring somebody on, because I feel like the other person, that's the thing, is I feel like this other person that you are up against, I feel like they're the real problem. I feel like wouldn't be any problems with you. And sometimes our karmics can be so unfair to collective and make a move just based off of, even though they know the right move to make, they still fucking do it over and over and over again. Right. I feel like now, if you've been a part of that, where people just make these ridiculous decisions and you end up on the shit end of it all the time, this might be a change. You might actually get what you want. And you might not be used to that. And now I'm getting collectors going off, which is going to really piss somebody off, because somebody, again, obviously put maybe something in your karma that makes people act that way towards you, right? Makes them choose the other person over you every time. And now that demon's not going to win, like this gluttony asshole, that wants to take things from you. Maybe it's finally not going to get taken from you. Because of somebody's greed. And that's the thing, is like, I've worked for a lot of people and come across a lot of people that claim that they are not doing things because of money, and they are. And they act like they're not getting in relationships because that person has money. Like this one woman I worked for, she wants her boyfriend's parents' money. And her boyfriend is a very well-known family name and has quite a lot of money in their like homeland, and she wants it. And it always seems to come up. Same with my stepmother. My stepmother wants money. She always has. She's always figured out a way to take money away from my sister and I, so then she can benefit from it. So then she can go on a trip. So then she can give her son something, right? It always seems like it comes up against money. And these women, are so stupid because they say they're not doing it for money when it's all over the face that they are. And you can fucking tell that they are. Like my aunt, she was on, I don't know what, Plenty of Fish, I think. And she went out with this guy, this trucker or something one night. And she came home the next day and she was like, she said the date went so well, all this shit. It was a fucking booty call is what it was. Okay, from a trucker who lives out of state, obviously. And she goes, you know what he asked me? And I go, what, Laura? What did he ask you? She goes, he asked me if I like diamonds. And I told him, yeah, I like diamonds. My sister and I both looked at each other. We were like, we kind of high-fived each other when we walked away because we were like, well, clearly that guy, he knows the right questions to ask because he also might have a little bit of money. And that's the reason why he can afford to do what he does. And he wants to know if you're that stupid, frivolous bitch that's going to demand diamonds all the time, or if you actually want to be with him. I mean, men aren't stupid. Okay. And they will ask people questions and the right type of questions to see if you are doing it for the right reasons or if you're doing it just to be greedy. Just because you're fat and you want to take everybody's shit because you can. Right? So I don't know where the fuck that just went, but we're going to leave it at that. I wasn't really sure how long I was going to do this reading for because, like, I'm a little bit tired, but I'm also at the same time, there's so many things happening right now that I kind of want to get it all on camera. I can hear Josh in my head right now from the Blair Witch. Oh, no, that's Heather. I just want to get it. I just want to get it. I want to get it all. I want to record it all. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. You know, like I want to just get it. I want to get it on my camera. I want to get it on the dice. I want to pull the cards. I can hear the Blair Witch. Like I can hear them on how they're going to film this. And it's funny, you know, because sometimes when this energy comes in, I don't know if it comes in with like waves of the wind or some shit like that, where it's like, we only get this little bit of opportunity to pull the energy in and read it before it leaves. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. If I knew all the answers, at the same time, I don't know if I would tell you guys. Because, like, that's sacred wisdom shit. I think you find that out, you don't tell anybody. Because, like, sometimes I find the shit that my guides say to me, and, like, they'll play it out over a series of days. So I know that they're not fucking around. I know what they're saying is true. But, like, some things that you find out from your guides, like, you don't repeat. Yeah, right. For one, you're probably going to look like a psycho or some type of crazy ass. Okay, and it's supposed to be stuff between you and your guides. You're not really supposed to say anything, right? It's supposed to be between, like, the sacredicity of, like, you and them, and that's it, right? So I can't tell y'all everything. And at the same time, like, do you really want all the answers? Because, like, I sure as fuck don't. Like, I want to leave something to the imagination. Like, I don't want to know everything. Who wants to know everything? That's so boring. Because then, like, there's no more questions to ask. If you know everything. You know those people that, like, they have to act like they know everything? And it's like, what is wrong with you? Why would you want to act like you know everything? Because you look like an idiot right now. And anybody who knows anything knows that they don't know everything, and they wouldn't want to say that they did, so then they didn't look like an idiot. Right? Like, I mean, it's so funny. Anyways, apparently we're not idiots, so don't worry. It's not us. It's them. Thank you for watching. And honestly, I kind of feel like I'm going to pull one more. I don't know why. Like, I can't shut it down. I want to, but then I'm like, God damn it. Ah, there's something still in my mouth. So I'm going to just let it come out because that's what we do here. I don't know what, but these cards are eyeing me up right now. So let's see what they say. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, as per usual. Oh my God. I just saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy in my third eye. Oh my God, that was terrifying. Do you want those cards? Like, maybe I grabbed the wrong ones. Oath in reverse. Whoa. Okay. Oath in reverse. High Priestess of Fire in reverse. And Cycles in reverse. What the fuck? I almost feel as if it's possible that and it's funny because Cindy from Sofa no. There's Cindy from Tarot channel. Anyways, I forget what it's called. I just call it Cindy's channel. I don't know what her name is. She's got this channel, Journey of Love. And then she's got her other one that I always watch. But anyways, she put up a reading today or yesterday, whatever, it doesn't matter, about somebody leaving the traditional marriage and going for same-sex marriage or something like that. And I'm getting something along the lines of that because with oath in reverse makes it seem like somebody has broken an oath. Okay. And it is with the twin energy, which I would believe would be your twin flame. Okay. And then with hunger, and then we've got illness, Cujo, with High Priestess of Fire in reverse. It makes it seem like somebody thinks that they are sick. They think that they're sick. Or, you know, back in the day when they used to think that, like, gay people were sick, like there was something wrong with them, you know, and it was such bullshit. There's the Blair Witch. Like, now I'm a little scared. Say her name, and so she shall appear, apparently. Jesus Christ, that cycles in reverse. Okay, so we're just going to get it. See, Josh has got the camera in his hand. I told you. He just wants to get it. He wants to get it. He wants to record it. Okay, so then there's evidence of what the fuck is going on. Okay, so oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I think somebody's spouse, aka husband or wife, is having sex with somebody in the house when their spouse is gone. Oh my God. And you're gonna somebody finally wants to end this cycle because they feel like it's been going on for way too long. So they set up cameras and they record them and they catch them in the act. Oh my God. And this person is gonna be like, I'm sick. I have a sickness. I'm sick. And they're like, yeah, so you slipped, fell, landed on his dick, and we're just supposed to say that you're sick and you didn't mean for it to happen 25,000 times in the last 4 years? Like, oh my God, they're going to sound like an idiot. They are going to sound like an idiot. Oh my God. And the thing is I feel like somebody might have to get this interaction, exchange of sexuals, genitals. You might have to get it on camera a few times. Okay. What is that? Yeah. Because it might be, you know, like I would just say in my mind, I would want as much evidence as possible. Okay, about what's been going down. So that means that you can get like phone records, you can get, you know, videos and shit to prove what they've been doing behind your back, and you can present it. And that's it. I mean, because I mean, people honestly, you think you know who you marry, and let me tell you, This is somebody's fate. It was destined, for this to happen. The thing is that this temptation, okay, this person that they got tempted by to suddenly start cheating on somebody with. I mean, we all get tempted. That's their deadly sins for a reason. Like, just because they tempt you, you're supposed to say no to drugs. Okay? You're supposed to know enough information to not do it. Okay? Or you're going to hurt people. Okay? And that's the thing, is like, for them to just turn around all of a sudden and say that they're sick. They did this because they're sick. Like, what the fuck? What does that mean? I think that came up the other day too. Somebody saying they were doing something because they were sick. What does that mean? Like, are you dying? Are you saying you're sick as in you're sick to like the same sex? Like, are we going back to like 1950 here? I don't understand. Like, I don't, because that's the thing is like, that's just what their motive is. That's what they feel is going to protect them. Right? Because they've obviously lost the passion for the relationship, for the oath that they took. That's not what gets them fired up anymore. What gets them fired up is sleeping with somebody else. And I almost feel like it's made somebody go insane, because that's the kind of like paranoia where you think you see something and you think something's going on, but they're like, no, you're just being paranoid. No, I would never do anything, when they fucking are doing something. And it makes you go crazy. Like, it makes you, and then they sit there calling you crazy, and you're like, fuck you. Like, you fucking knew what you were doing and you still called me crazy. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Really? Like, I mean, because it's such a gaslight to call collective crazy. Okay. So then it takes the spotlight off of what they just did, because you just called them out for what they did. Calling somebody out for what they did, I'm pretty sure, does not make you crazy. It makes you right on point. Okay? Right on point. Fertility. An animal in reverse. See what I mean? I feel like if they don't, I mean, it might not be the same sex, because I feel like if they get pregnant, they're fucked. Okay? Because they're definitely not following the right path. I mean, it's a temptation. It's not supposed to be acted on, right? You're supposed to be in your oath that you took. Okay? But I mean, unless you're separated, right? Like, I mean, that's infidelity. Like, I mean, what happens after that? I mean, like, when people are married, I mean, you don't just get divorced, like, you try to work it out as much as possible. But when there's infidelity and then there's paranoia behind that, okay, it starts to be, there just has to be a time where boogeyman in reverse, where you stop allowing a relationship to scare you and maybe possibly just be alone. Because some of these relationships that are so-called, that we so-called love these people and we're just chasing them around, we're chasing around a feeling, and these people have absolutely no intention on loving back. They break oaths every day and they don't care. An oath is a joke. What up, Danny? Okay. An oath is a joke to so many people out there that have never really had to take life seriously, and nothing's really ever happened to them in a sense where they wouldn't fuck around like that. Because if you ever had somebody fuck around on you, you don't go out there and fuck around on people, because you know what it's like to have it done to you. So why would you spread that hatred around? Right? And it's so sad, because people who do go through hatred and do go through, infidelities and being cheated on and being abused, so many times they pay that forward. And it's, they just, because they're angry at what they didn't see, they're angry. And then sometimes people get abused and then the abuser leaves them. And then that pisses them off even more, because they know that they're the ones that should have went out and left, but they didn't, because they said that they loved this person who was beating their ass. And then the person who's beating their ass loses so much respect for them, because they're taking so much shit, that they leave. And it's like, you end up chasing them around because so many of us come from parents who didn't want us. And, we were taught that do you know how many times I had to go out of my way to make my parents feel better? I had to go chase them around, apologize to them for things that I didn't do and try to make them feel better about situations that were out of my control. They were my parents. They were supposed to be doing that for me. They were supposed to be comforting me. They were supposed to be making me feel better. Why the fuck was I a 4-year-old making my dad feel better about something? Right? It's just some of these things now will carry as adults, right? And then we'll get with these people that treat us like shit, okay? And we'll follow them around because we're so scared of being alone when it comes down to just be alone. Because honestly, once you get to this point, I've been single for like 10 years. I had like a tiny little relationship about 7 years ago. And then a tiny little relationship, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 years ago or something like that. And I'm so comfortable being alone that you'd have to make it so obvious that you'd want to date me, or I'm not ever making a move on a single person again. Like if a man doesn't make a move on me, there's no fucking way I'm ever doing it again. Because honestly, the men that I did make the moves on, the so-called men that I made the moves on, weren't really men. Because why didn't they make the move on me? And I'm not trying to be sexist to be like, a guy needs to hit on a girl. But at the same time, like if a man is into a woman, he asks her out, right? Women, we should just be out there making ourselves look pretty. So then maybe we get a couple of interests, but that's about it. How far are we supposed to go with it anymore? Because I'm not fucking doing shit anymore, honestly. I feel like if I ask a guy out, they automatically feel demasculated. Or like I just took their dick or something and I'm like, really? That's what we used to do back in the day because we're just all human. But I guess if you want to be sexist, because now I feel like I've been judged for being like masculine, feminine or some shit like that. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on out there anymore, but I kind of feel like a little bit judged for the way that I've been. So I just don't want to be anything anymore. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just feel like some people on it, they push and they push and they push for things. And if they were to just spend a week alone, a month alone with no dick, no pussy, no fucking drama, they would realize, man, is your life, it can be so quiet and so peaceful. And you'll never want to go back out there again and deal with somebody's bullshit for like a 10-minute hookup when you're probably going to barf right afterwards. Come on. Right? It's just like, why do we even do that to ourselves anymore? Like, we were all 20 sometimes, but now we're not. Okay? So, I don't know what the fuck is up with this. Okay, Jaws really wanted to come out. And you know what's going to be ironic about this? Is like, if this is your life and your spouse is cheating on you or somebody's cheating on you and it's like, you're done with it. I feel like they're going to go deep with this person. And it's going to be one of those things like, it's almost like a slap in the face. Okay? To watch your partner be so cold to you or so shut off to you and then completely open up like a starseed with somebody else. It's so it's just like, remember that you have self-worth and self-respect and, play that card because people will disrespect you if you allow them to. And it's if you just let them walk all over you and fucking do whatever they want to you and cheat on you and make up, stupid reasons why they're doing it and then take them back, then you're just willing to be, a doormat. And if that's the case, then just know you're probably not really going to be respected. But if you don't care, then I guess you don't care. But if you do care, I suggest you do care. You know what I mean? So now we're going to leave it. 5620. Oh, is that 54? 5420. I was going to say 5440, which is like a band from around here. Oh my God. But then I saw 420. So blaze it up. Blaze one for the nation. If you can, get stoned, chill the fuck out. Your enemies are getting hit a lot harder than what you think. And Jack is watching Sally, whatever the fuck that means. So, I mean, I think we're in pretty good shape, people. Considering it's the 31st and we're all still here and we haven't died yet. And, you know, RIP Jamaica. So we're going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. All right. Everything's in the description box below. Peace. Word to your mothers. What are you saying, Danny? Don't get married. Ha! So you won't be a divorce. I've never been divorced because I've never been married. Just smile. Oh, with my little pearlies? That's how we get a man? We're just supposed to smile now? Okay, well, then people aren't picking up on my hints because I smile an awful damn lot. And I get anybody's numbers, Danny, so we might have to lift the skirts up a little bit. Show a little cleave, you know. We might have to get nasty, but you never know. That's what us single ladies can do, all right? Beat it, losers. We here, we cool, okay? That's all I have to say. I will be back tomorrow. November 1st. Nice. Okay, let's get out of this fucking October, all right? Peace. Later, Gators.